Stadium in Chapel Thrill and home to the North Carolina Tar Heels. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Tar Heels will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Clemson Tigers offense will have the first possession of the game. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you'd build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on 3rd down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, the ground game. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Inside the 45. Afterburners coming. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Leaves it with the running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets to 1st down. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Smashes through. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson! And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Clemson 7, North Carolina 0.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Tar Heels offense will get the ball for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do. And you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
The Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in third and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They'll throw it on first down. He's got his man. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the tailback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
North Carolina, 0.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Comes out throwing on first down. Getting some heat. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And that pass is intercepted. Touchdown, Tigers. How about that D coming up with a play like that? They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back now.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass, and playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Handoff from the gun. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel. Unloads it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Snags it inside the 20. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Gain of 38. 1st and goal, Clemson.
Quarterback checking the play. Going up top on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tiger.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him, and I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner is stopped. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's 1st quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but
Worry.
this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets rid of it. It's complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
North Carolina, 0.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Got a lot of running room. The 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. You get the big play. Now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down inbounds. So now on comes the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. After After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Number 14, set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gets it out fast. Makes a catch and knocked down. Clemson jumps to the line. On second down, he's looking downfield. Fires to the big fella. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleep.
Going over the top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it. Because
going deep. Grabs it inside the 15. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Quarterback will audible. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. He now has 84 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
35, North Carolina, 3.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
this quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. Across the 25, he's got room. Running toward the tape. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. It's caught. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Escapes the freshman able to get home with the sack.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Moving away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. One drive has already ended with a field goal. He gets a hand on it. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Clemson is quick to the line. The give to the back. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Little touch pass to the receiver. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got him, and they convert. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll leave it with him. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. Offense, quick tempo. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Clemson now operating in the red zone. The ball's free. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They've really controlled the ball on this drive, and the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart.
North Carolina, 3.
Coming out with it, it's Washington. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Offense set on 1st down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He looks that one in nicely. It's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now on 2nd and short after the 1st down completion. He's looking to throw. Finds a man in the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. He wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. Trying to find his man on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He's looking for a man on second down. Got his man quickly.
This quarterback has been really good today. He's been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And don't forget, they've already had a field goal block. And this one splits the uprights. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Ohio is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Peden Stadium, but the Bobcats have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 5 over Ball State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He's looking to throw it. He lets one fly deep. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he got loose, it was all over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Right back to it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. DB's right up on the receivers. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway.
49, North Carolina, 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Quickly complete. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They're going back to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Took a shot as he threw. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. Running it back, it's Wells. He's got great speed. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. From the gun, the running back has it. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Clemson jumps to the line. Running back searching for a hole. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Tackled after picking up the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
At the 23. Good enough for a first down.
Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The defense is backed up as the offense is in the red zone. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Let's it fly. Throw to the end zone. Picked off.
And defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Makes the catch. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They're trying to get to it. Setting up the screen. Oh, it's picked. Taking it the other way. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's just so hard. You watch this team on tape week after week after week, and there's just not a lot of space. What great backs, not good backs, and not a lot of offenses having a lot of success. You got to be creative. You got to find ways to get on the perimeter, and more importantly, you better be ready to throw the football.
The Tar Heels will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the move, it's Wells. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Wants to go up top. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Clemson, 63. North Carolina, 6.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. On second down, he'll let it fly. Trying to get to it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Clemson is quick to the line. From the gun, running back gets to give. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Down has ensued. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating them time and time again.
North Carolina, 6.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. He's looking to throw. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Touchdown, Clemson! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
First down for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Off play action. Makes the grab. It's Pugh. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Still running at the 40. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Poor mechanics by the quarterback lead to that fumble. You've got to keep 2 hands on the ball. You know those D linemen are trying to swat away at it, and they were able to force that turnover.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground with the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. He's got 99 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Clemson jumps to the line. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Finds his man, and they convert. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And that's good enough for 1st down.
They'll try the run. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
29 Philly.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Clemson set up with another first down. Snaps it in the shotgun. Unleashes to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1.
Cricket.
Looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Touchdown, Clemson! And the route is on. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got got a deficit, Palmer, you need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He'll start this drive firing. Makes his connection. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. He's going to pass. Caught. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play and a first down just outside the red zone. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to the air one more time. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll run it to the right. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Clemson is quick to the line. To the ground with the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? At midfield, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here.
Wants to throw on second down. Working the middle. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He had nowhere to go, no place to hide, and they'll knock him he'll do it himself. And they get him down.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. They're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to pass on what would figure to be an easy 3 points and instead go for it on 4th down. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. You can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Offense getting set for 1st down. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. Buys a little time. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
A 1st down for the offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll try to run for it. Shakes off the defender. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
How great is it to be an offensive coordinator having a quarterback like this? Because he can go and generate 1st downs with you throwing the ball and running the ball. It seems like there's nothing this kid can't do.
Here's the handoff. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Pocket starts to collapse. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has